Megan Johnson, and I am out for a walk today. It's kind of dreary, so I apologize for the lighting, and I hope you can hear me. I'm in a bad spot with the wind, but I wanted to come to you guys and just talk about exercise and how we are overcomplicating things and killing our bodies. That's a little dramatic, but doing too much. I used to, just briefly on, my story is I used to work out way too much, and I didn't give my body enough recovery. And I noticed over time that I was it was like all the things I was doing weren't working. And I found myself bloated, inflamed, joint pain, all this kind of stuff. And I was freaked out about it because I'm like, I'm doing all these things, right? But what I didn't realize is I was really overcomplicating it, and I was not allowing my body to recover properly. And I wasn't fueling my body the right way either, because I was doing low fat, like calorie deprivation, thinking I was doing it all right. But I don't want to go into all that today. You guys follow my page, you know I share a lot of that kind of stuff. By the way, if you are interested in the higher fat ketogenic lifestyle, you can go to socialketo.com, and I do want to collect your email there so that I can give you the information to join a free Facebook community that I have to educate you guys on changing it up. If you find yourself in that same kind of plateau where you're doing all the things and you're like, what is wrong? And so we're starting that community. Go to socialketo.com and you can opt in, and then you'll get the link to join the group, which is a free group. But what I want to tell you is we don't have to pound our bodies every day. Yes, the perfect scenario is that you lift weights twice a week in a full functional body movement, not just body parts. If you're not like trying to train for a fitness competition where you have to have your biceps pop or anything like that. I'm talking functional fitness for our lives. 2 days a week, lifting weights. Every 7 to 10 days, you do a really hard workout, which is what I'm going to do today. I'm doing sprints, and I'm going to be out in my neighborhood doing like driveway to driveway, mailbox to mailbox, and then I'm going to recover in between. So I'm not going to just go out and pound my body until I can't breathe anymore. I'm going to recover and then go again. I'm going to do that 10 times, and I'm just adding this back in. So I'm going to take it easy today for sure, because I'm going to warm up properly. So you've got 2 days a week weight training. Every 7 to 10 days you do something that's just all out HIIT, like high intensity training, to blow your glycogen stores and really get your body going. And then you got to do your yoga and your stretching, and you got to hydrate and all that stuff. And I know it can be there's so much information. If you start Googling, what do I do? And I talk to so many people like, I don't even know where to start. Well, a couple things we can all agree on. We know that our food system has gotten insane the past 2 decades, and it was all based on a flawed study that fat was bad for you, and you need to cut your calories. It's calories in, calories out. It isn't, because not all calories are the same, but you have to decide what works for you. I will tell you, we can all agree that we had it all wrong. So we can all agree that frankenfood, garbage, crap that we all know what's bad. Like, we know, right? So I don't care if you're vegan, paleo, I just heard pegan. Like, there's so many, if you're high fat, low carb, if you're keto, whatever, we can all agree on a couple things: that our meat system is factory meat with a lot of antibiotics and crap, so we have to have good meat if you're a meat eater. And we also got to get away from these bad oils and grains. They're not what they were when we were growing up. So, and sugar is killing us. So I think no matter where you stand in diet, mentality, philosophy, we can all agree on that. So then you have to figure out what works best for you, and you got to listen to your body. And I also want you to know, it doesn't happen overnight. It's taken me a year, 10 months to a year, to figure out all this higher fat. Now, it's my philosophy, and I'm preaching it from the rooftops, because I believe in it for me and for anyone who wants to believe that. I can help you with information, resources. If you are like a vegan and you have philosophical ideas about not eating meat, then my philosophy isn't going to work for you. But I think we can all agree that we've got to get rid of the crap in our diet. We have to get rid of the shit food, and we all know what that is. We all know what that is. These manufactured oils and all this stuff, and reading labels, really read your labels, guys, because when you go to the grocery store, it may look healthy because they pay people a lot of money to market, the marketing of some of these products. You're like, oh, that looks really good, but it may not be. So you never know. You got to read the label. You got to know what's in it. But we can all agree on that, and we can agree that our bodies are a prime machine, and once we get the good stuff in, you can cure so many things that symptoms that you have with good diet. Good, and I don't mean diet like you're dieting, I mean good nutrition. So I want you to take away from this today that you know where to start. You know where to start. It's just hard to change habits. I know that, and I've told you guys a million times, like, I'm never going to call myself full keto because I won't give up red wine. I love red wine. There's some philosophies that it's good for you. I believe it is in moderation. You don't want to chug a whole bottle every single night because that's going to cause some issues for you. But you have to, know what to do. You got to trust yourself. You know your body. You know when you eat something. A friend of mine was telling me that he was, been doing really well on a higher fat diet, and then he took his girls out and had a bunch of pizza and beer and felt like crap, which is fine. Nobody, but the thing is, like, that's going to make your body, you're going to feel like shit if you eat like that. And some of us, I used to do that all the time. So we know what we need to be doing. You got to trust yourself and really, dig into how you want to feel and know that it's going to take time. Because if you have been, I was in the low fat, high carb, eat every 2 to 3 hours, 6 meals a day. I was in that for years, and I preached it. So it took a while for my body to go, okay, what are we doing? And I actually did a video about that whoosh effect, because you can feel like you're gaining weight when you're really not. It's just your body hanging on to some water because your body's thinking, where's all the glucose? Like, what do I do now? And then it releases it after a while because it understands what you're doing because you've been consistent. And this is not about being, I don't know, I'm hitting all these points I hear from people like, that didn't work for me, I can't do it. I'm like, how long did you do it? 3 days. Well, okay, that's not going to work. But if the philosophy makes sense, because for me, I did it wrong for so long, but I kept doing it because it just made sense to me. So if it makes sense to you, keep at it, get some help, get some coaching, get your questions answered, do your research. If it doesn't make sense to you, don't do it. Right? But the core things that we all can agree on is that we have a lot of shit in our diet, and we have a lot of crap in the grocery store. And if we can get back to eating healthy, good, real foods, then, we're going to be well on our way to feeling good. And if we're not pounding our body, like, you've got to let your body recover, and you're not losing weight and when you're working out, your body is not changing. Your body changes when you recover. So you got to allow a lot of time for that. So again, if you are interested in our free community, go to socialketo.com. I will ask for your email so that I can communicate with you. You will get a free download and on how to get started with keto, some simple steps, and then you'll get the link in your email to join our Facebook group. And then we are going to add you in that group if you want to be in there, if you want to be part of the community. And I hope that you get your questions answered. And you guys can always reach out to me here on this page. I am here to share the wealth of what I have learned over the last couple of years, and because we all deserve to live a healthy second half of life. So go ahead and reach out to me. You guys have an amazing day. I am going to go do my sprints, and I will see you soon. Bye.